Osmond's going to tell the story later on camera about this Save on Foods next to the coffee shop that he bought, where a manager and others would come into his coffee shop right here and enjoy his food, enjoy his coffee. So Osmond and his business have virtually unlimited supply. I mean, more than what can be sold right now.
Well, yeah.
Of coffee.
But I do have a question, you know.
Come on.
A couple of months ago, there was a consultant that we talked about coffee, and one of the main questions he asked me was that if I was able to, if I could scale on a single origin coffee. I honestly don't understand or understood what he meant by that question. So if you ask me, can you supply, let's say I go Canada wide, well, Nicaragua produces 3, 4, 5, 6 million pounds of coffee. I guess that's a lot of coffee. I mean, it won't be single origin from my own location, but it's going to be single origin coffee from Nicaragua. So I don't see where he wanted to go. I think, well, obviously many times blending coffee is about money. Always we go back, that's my thinking. Like, it has to do with how profitable you're going to be with this blend, trying to make the best out of the coffee. It's a balance between money, finance, and a good coffee. But our coffee, it is what it is. I don't know. So I pay so much for the pound green, so much for the roasting process, so much for the bagging, so much for transportation. Well, I land the coffee here for $5 Canadian.
Right.
And well, I guess I could supply and at scale based on Nicaraguan, given everything stays the same. I don't know if something big happens in Nicaragua and I cannot export coffee from Nicaragua, then I'll be in trouble. But
that's outside your control.
I don't know if that's a possibility there, but I know. Then there's the logistics, there's the warehouse, there's the personnel, there's the shipping trucks, then redoing POs locally. It depends on which way you're going to go, but it's not just the container. Now, it's not about just this first container. You got to think about the inventory rotation. In 2 months inventory, 3 months, my experience right now, I'm already restocking coffee within the first month in the stores that I already have. And so I'm splitting myself in 5 just to go out and deliver the coffee, restock, sampling, tasting.
So right now, just so you know, these people in the Save On behind here, we'll go in there later, and you'll see on the local shelves his coffee, the bags. The manager came over here and liked the coffee so much, became friends, ended up helping him get to the right people. After Osmond had knocked a lot of doors and spent a lot of time trying to figure out, how do I get in the big store with my coffee business? And they were helpful, and they got it approved.
Oh, they should get all the credit. And now it's approved, listed in all 114 stores, BC wise. Now all I need is the logistics, the finance to flood all the stores with coffee. And it's not only coffee. Then we have to hire, I would say I can handle personally 15 stores. So if it's 114 stores, do the math, 6 people. Salary to taste, to deliver. Warehouse.
So this is maybe a different one, and then you'll have something to.
Medium is the closest to what he.
Osmond's going to tell the story later on camera about this Save On Foods next to the coffee shop that he bought, where a manager and others would come into his coffee shop right here and enjoy his food, enjoy his coffee. And once they tasted the Nicaraguan coffee, they had to keep coming back, and eventually helped him begin to get onto local shelves and begin his journey of 114 Save-On stores. We're going to hear more from him in these videos. Somebody is an entrepreneur, which we've already established the fact that Osman and his entire family, and you're going to see that in the earlier videos where we talk about the gold business and then the coffee business, how they were entrepreneurial spirited, not traditional. Having at source commodity, coffee, from the farm, and being able to do business here in the best possible way so everybody wins and they get a quality experience. It's just not about the money, but money allows and makes it possible. So he is now approved in 114 all of the Save-On grocery stores in British Columbia.
We could say that.
And they have told him, just go to the stores and get on the local shelf. So he's in 5 right now selling product. There's 15 other
I just
stores
started a month ago, so.
ready to go.
Oh yeah, 15. Yeah, which I have to go back again, and because again, you go there, the manager is not in. Come back, not interested. Maybe later. So it's just a matter of, again, going in, but with the
Support needed.
with the green light from the headquarters. Yeah, it's there. Go, put it on there. Put the coffee in.
What do you think? What are the thoughts? You're an entrepreneur. You had businesses when you were a teenager in Kiev, Ukraine. You had a coffee shop
She's a teenager
here.
still.
No, she's not. She's already 30ish.
Don't say, don't.
He got afraid. See?
Yeah.
She's like,
She gave you the look.
I think that right mindset, passion to what you do, takes you to the place where you want to be. And this is a good example.
You know a lot of coffee shop owners in this area. You've met over these 5 years.
Okay.
You've helped some of them. What are they having difficulty getting coffee from different parts of the world right now?
So all the coffee shops, they buy coffee from local suppliers.
Okay.
They do not import coffee from abroad, like most of them, like 95% of them. And so they don't have any difficulties. But on the other hand, they pay for coffee more.
You what?
They pay for coffee more. Like
Higher
they pay
price.
higher price. So it's different. It's and to be a coffee shop owner doesn't necessarily mean, a lot of those people, they're not into...
It's one of the men. Here, take a photo.
Huh? What are we doing?
We're telling his story.
That thanks to you and Cam, I was able to put the coffee on Save-Ons.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. They should get it.
Wow.
It's Tony.
Tony.
He's a great man.
Save-On.
Yeah, he's
Wow.
he's a manager, right? In the doors. Because I've been going to Save-Ons so many times, headquarters. Get my coffee. But through them, they made it happen. So that's the reason why I'm here, next to them, right?
We want to tell the
Right.
world about this good coffee.
Oh, it's fantastic coffee.
It's just in a kind of an article.
Oh, okay,
story,
cool.
so, yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, man.
You're
Bothering.
welcome.
Thanks, Tony. So I was saying that most of the coffee shop owners, they get help from a side, right? To know what they actually sell and what they actually serve to their guests, right? Because not everyone dedicated their life getting to know coffee, and they're more like into the business, like, hey, food costs, or how will I pay the rent till the end of
Practical.
the month, and like practical, like more business knowledge, right? And then if you want to get and talk about coffee, you just have to go deeper and deeper, and not everyone wants it first,
Right.
and second has time for it. So that's why it's mostly a team of professionals, I would say, that leads them to success. When you are not interested in coffee that deep, but you want to serve a good product, right? So it just works like that.
Anything else about coffee?
Well, I don't know. Well,
Much
I do
more.
have a question, like for you personally, in terms of what will you say? Do I have a chance to move to Vancouver. Many people tell me, you should open a coffee shop in downtown Vancouver, West End, that area where everybody, there's money there, they love your coffee. What's your thinking on that? But I do have a question, you know.
Come on.
But I do have a question, you know.
Come on.
But I do have a question, you know.
Come on. Maybe a different one, and then you'll have something to.
Freedom is the closest